Good day everyone. Welcome back to the channel and to another video in our Azure Databricks series. If you are working with machine learning in Databricks and wondering how to take your custom models from development all the way to real-time predictions, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to deploy a custom machine learning model using Databricks Model Serving. Then we will see how to call that models using Python code directly from a Databricks notebook. So you can integrate your predictions into real world applications or data pipelines. I've already created a separate video on how to build a machine learning model that predicts stock prices. If you're interested in learning how to create a model like that from scratch, be sure to check out the video link in the description below. In this video, we will focus entirely on the deployment and integration part. We will go through creating the serving endpoint, testing it, and writing the Python code to send data and receive predictions. It's going to be a hands-on practical session that will help you understand the complete flow from model to API to results. So make sure you stick around till the end, and if you find this video helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any updates in this Databricks series. Alright, let's dive in and get started. Let's look at my registered models, and if you see here, I am on the model section under AI and ML. Yeah, if you see here, I have these models registered. For example, if you can see here, I have this housing underscore baseline, low underscore model, and a high underscore model. Yeah, for this particular video, I'm going to use this high underscore model. So basically, like this particular model, I'm using to predict the stock prices. So what I've done is like I've fed this model, the machine learning model, with 1 year data that was specific to a share called HDFC Bank. Yeah, and I have let my model predict the next day's share price. Okay, so what I'm going to do is like I'm going to use that particular model to predicting the high price for that particular day as far as the data fed, and I'll be using that to create an serving model, and then I will be taking it from there. Yeah, so now let's go to the catalog section here. Yep, I will show you like the model that I'm talking about right now. So under finance, we have this schema default, and under that I have several tables here. Yeah, and then if I look at the models here, yeah, so I just have this low underscore model and high underscore model. So as I told you earlier, I'm going to use this particular model called high underscore model. Just a disclaimer, this is not a finance video. It is more to do with machine learning. Yeah. So whatever value that we are going to see here, it is just for learning purpose and nothing to do with anything related to predicting the stock prices. Yeah. Now let's go to the model section here. Yep. And what I'll be doing is like I'm going to use this particular high underscore model. Yeah. So now let's go to this serving here. Yeah. So now what you need to do is like you need to click on this particular button here, which is basically create serving endpoint. Let's click on that, and you need to provide a name here. So I'll use the name HDFC underscore high underscore price underscore prediction. Yeah. And as far as the served entities here is concerned, what I need to do is like I just need to click on here and then select this particular stuff here called My Models Unity Catalog. Yeah, and once that is done, you need to select your available model. So if you see here, I have these many models, but I'm interested in this particular model called high underscore model. And if you see here, it basically tells like finance dot default and dot high underscore model. Yeah, let's click on that and click on confirm. And then if you see here, we have it under the entity. And in case if you have different versions, then you can select what is required for you. But for me, it is just one version that I have, so I'm selecting that. Yeah, and the compute type is CPU. For example, if you feel like you need a different compute type, you are allowed to select whatever is required. But in my case, I will select CPU. And also the compute scale out, we have different things here called small, medium, and large. But I will go with small since it's a demo and I know like it's not going to take much resource. I'm going to use the small, and I will leave everything else as default. I'm not going to select anything related to tracing and things like that because I don't need that one. Yeah. So with all these things selected, and what I've done is like I've basically used the default values here. I will be talking about all these things in our later video, but as of now, it's just an introduction to the serving endpoint. What I'm going to do is like I'm going to leave it all default here and then click on create. So as soon as you click on create, it is basically getting created. If you see here, it is pending, and then the state is creating. So it's going to take some time. So what I'll do is like I will pause this video, and once this is completed, I will let you guys know. Awesome. So it's created now. Yeah. So now let's go to the serving here. And if you see here, we have this particular serving model, serving endpoint created, which is HDFC underscore high underscore price underscore prediction. And then if you see here, we have the served entity. So what I'll do is like, let's click on the columns. Let me remove this rate limit and then also the usage tracking. And then if you see here, we are able to see that this is the served entity. Yeah, so let's click on that. And when I click on it, it takes me to the catalog here. And then if you see here, we have this finance and the default schema. And inside that default schema, we have these models. And it is taking me to high underscore model, which proves that the serving endpoint that we created uses this ML model high underscore model. Yeah. Let's go back to that serving endpoint here. Yep. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm basically going to click on it. And as soon as I clicked on it, if you can see here, this is the endpoint details here. If you want, you can copy that. And what we'll do now is like we will try a Python script to use this particular model and then try executing a Python script to see if we are getting the results back. Yeah. Before that, we need to create a access token that can be used in our Python script to invoke this particular serving endpoint. Yeah, we know that how to do it, but let me do a small recap. You just need to click on this and then click on settings, and then you have this developer here. Click on that, and then you have the access token. So you need to click on generate new token, and then you need to create it. But in my case, I've already created that, so I'm not going to create something new now. Let's head back to our serving endpoint. And then what he'll do is like, let's copy the URL details here. Let's go to the Python script in our notebook. Yeah. So if you see here, we need the endpoint URL. So let's copy that one more time, and then you can change that. Yeah. Okay, so the endpoint URL is in place, and then we need to put our access token here. Yeah, this is my token, but in your case, it will be different. So you need to copy that and put it across. Okay, so basically we have this endpoint URL here, and then I've placed my token here. So in order to prepare the payload, what I'm basically doing is like I'm providing the required values. Okay, so basically I'm providing the date, open, high, low, and then the close value for that particular share. Yeah, so for each and every model, depending on the values or the input that you need to give, you need to prepare yourself. Yeah, in my case, I'll be basically providing these values there. Yeah, once I provide these values, I will be getting the response back stating like what would be the high price for the next day. Okay, so before executing this query, let's go to the serving endpoint here. Yeah, and then you have an option called use here. Okay, so let's click on that, and then if you see here, we have different options to invoke this endpoint. For example, you have the curl, you have the Python script, and also you have the SQL script. Yeah. So if you see here, at least like if you want to look at what the input that needs to be given, for example, someone else created the model and then you got it, and now you want to know like what information I need to give to the model to get the details, then maybe like you can use one of these and then see what would be the input, just an information. So if you can do that, that would be well and good. Yeah. Now let's go to our Python script again. So what I've basically done is like I've provided the required details. Yeah. And then I'm basically like getting the authorization token and things like that, and basically posting that request across to my endpoint URL. And let's execute the script. And if you see here, we have a prediction which is like 1,960 rupees. Let's do one more thing. What we'll do is like let's change these values here. So let me change it to like say the open price was like 2,000 rupees. Let the high be like 2,079, and then low price is like let's say 1987, and then the close price is like maybe 2075. Okay, so let's try executing it now. The previous prediction was 1960, and then if you see here, the current prediction is 2012. So whatever value that you're going to give, it will be like used, and then it will be reaching your endpoint URL using this token. Yeah. Uh, Based on this access token and the URL, you will be getting the prediction. So likewise, what you can do is like you can create your own ML models in Databricks and then use it to get customized prediction. I hope you love this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.